In a forgotten corner of Spain, among rolling fields of gold and dust, there lived a man whose imagination outshone reality itself. His name was Alonso Quixote, a quiet gentleman of La Mancha, a man who read too many books of chivalry, and dreamed too deeply of impossible worlds. By day, he tended his small estate. By night, he devoured tales of knights, dragons, and honor. He filled his mind with shining armor and glorious battles, until fiction and truth began to blur. And one morning, as the sun bled through the window of his humble home, Alonso Quixote was reborn. He became Don Quixote de la Mancha, a knight-errant chosen to restore justice to a broken world. Greater than, when life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? Perhaps to be too practical is madness. To surrender dreams, this may be madness. He polished an ancient, rusted suit of armor, pieces scavenged from his ancestors. He crowned himself with a barber's basin, imagining it a gleaming helmet of valor. And upon a worn-out farm horse, thin and weary, he bestowed the name Rocinante, the noblest steed ever to grace the plains. Then, turning to the silent sky, he swore an oath. To fight giants, to defend maidens, to make right the wrongs of the world, even if the world no longer believed in knights. Yet every knight must have his lady. And so, from the whispers of memory, he conjured her name, Dulcinea del Toboso, a peasant girl he had once glimpsed. To him, she was no mere woman. She was the queen of his heart, the star guiding his chivalric quest. He whispered her name as a prayer. And with that, Don Quixote rode out into the dawn, a lone figure against the endless horizon. Speech balloon quote. Greater than, she is my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso, in whom virtue and beauty are assembled in perfection. Shift to sweeping orchestral movement, horns and drums. Spain in the early 1600s was a nation between glory and decline, its empire vast, its people weary. But amid that world of fading grandeur, one man dared to dream of a purer age, of justice, courage, and love unspoiled. And so began the journey that would echo through centuries, the tale of a dreamer who mistook windmills for giants, and in doing so, revealed the truth of the human soul. But who was the mind behind this dreamer? He was Miguel de Cervantes, a soldier, a captive, a man scarred by war and poverty. He too had lived between worlds, between honor and hunger, faith and folly. It was Cervantes who took pen to paper and gave life to the mad knight. Through laughter, he spoke of truth. Through madness, he revealed reason. Soft strings return. And so, Don Quixote's legend began, not as a hero of war, but of words. A mirror reflecting every dreamer who ever refused to surrender to the dullness of reality. Speech balloon quote. Greater than, the truth may be stretched thin, but it never breaks, and it always surfaces above lies, as oil floats on water. As the first light kissed the dry soil of La Mancha, Don Quixote raised his lance. His armor clanked, his heart thundered, and the wind carried his words. Greater than, to freedom, Sancho. To adventure. Though he had no squire yet, his spirit already burned bright enough for two. He rode toward the unknown, a lone silhouette swallowed by the Spanish sun.